guys, welcome to Eagles on the Air broadcast. Today's match is against St. Mark's Episcopal School and our Fort Bend Eagles volleyball team.
Today's lineup for the St. Mark's: number 2, Cariana; number 3, Catalina; number 7, Allie; number 8, Maddie; number 9, Liliana; number 10, Serna; number 11, Tessa; number 14, Lacey; number 22, Maddie; and number 27, the libero. For the Lady Eagles, number 26, Addison; number 23, Renata; number 11, Kate; number 15, Peyton; number 13, Sarah Kate; number 29, Natalie; number 6, Divine; number 28, Emily; number 10, Ella; number 14, Layton; and number 12, Sienna; and number 20, Ariel.
Our first server for St. Mark's is number 11, Tessa. The service over for Tessa. Number 29 passes it over. Tessa hits it out, and it is a Fort Bend Eagles point.
Score is 1-0 Eagles.
Ariel is back to serve for the Eagles. The ball is over for Ariel, and it is in.
Ace for Ariel. The score is 2-0 Eagles.
Ariel's back to serve again for the Eagles. And it's a good serve. And it is hit into the net by number 9, Leanna. Ariel's back to serve again for the Eagles. Ball is up and over. Maddie passes it up, and is miscommunication. It is the Eagles' point.
Ariel's going back to serve for her 4th time in a row. The score is 4-0 Eagles.
The ball is up and over for Ariel. Allie frees it over. Number 6 passes it up, and it's a free ball by, and it is out by number 13, Sarah Kate.
Looks like it hit the roof there. Score is now 4-1. Eagles have the lead.
Number 20 is going into 14 for the Eagles. No, number 14 is going in for number 20 for the Eagles. My bad. Lacey's back to serve for St. Thomas, and she serves it out. It is an Eagles point.
Score is now 5-2. No, yeah, 5-1 Eagles.
Natalie's back to serve for the Eagles. And she serves it over and in. That's a good serve.
Good hustle,
Good
though.
hustle by number 14, Lacey. '29 is back to serve again for the Eagles. It's a good serve. Number 7 for St. Mark's passes it over.
Good hustle by Lacey.
Good hit. Number 8 goes up and hits it over. Good up by number 29, Natalie, but it's out.
It was great hustle by both teams
great
there.
hustle.
Score is now 6-2. Eagles still have the lead.
Liliana is back to serve again for St. Mark's. The ball's up. It's a replay. Up and over by number 9. But it's a foot fault for Liliana.
The score is now 7-2. Eagles have the lead.
Sarah Kate is back to serve for the Eagles. Kate serves it over. Oh, it's an ace for Sarah Kate. Great serve.
Score is now 8-2.
Sarah Kate back to serve again for the Eagles. Great serve again. It's number 8 passes it up, gets set.
Great hit by number 8.
It's a kill for her.
Score is now 8-3.
Allie is now back to serve for St. Mark's. This ball is over and in. Good up. Ooh, good talk there. Oh!
Eagles have just been really well to find the hole there. Score is 9-3 Eagles.
Ella is back to serve for our Eagles. It's a timeout for St. Mark's.
Tune in tomorrow to watch our football team play against the Woodlands Christian at 7.
Should be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Our Eagles varsity volleyball has been doing really good this season. They're 5-0 in district.
Yeah, they've been playing really good. I did.
Now timeout is over. Ella is back to serve for the Eagles.
Score is 9-3. Eagles still have the lead.
This ball is over and in. That's a good serve, but the refs were not ready.
Oh, they had a substitution.
Yes.
Great serve, though, by Ella.
Now Ariel is in for
Layton.
10 back to serve again. It's a good serve. Number 7. Number 8 goes in for the kill. Good up. But it is a St. Mark's point.
Score is 9-4. St. Mark's trying to make a comeback here.
Maddie is back to serve for St. Mark's. This ball is over and in. Good up. Number 7 going for this set. Number 14 rolls it over. So a little tight pass by number 29.
Score is 9-5. Eagles still have the lead, but St. Mark's making a comeback.
Number 8 is back to serve again for St. Thomas. Or St. Mark's, my bad.
Great up.
Ooh, it's tight. Oh, that was a good try by number 7, but it is the Eagles' point.
Score is 10-5. Substitution number 26 is coming in for number 10.
Number 11 is served. That was a good serve by number 11. It's a free ball for St. Mark's. Ooh, good up by number 14. I didn't quite get it over. It's the Eagles' point.
Score is 11-5 Eagles.
Kate is back to serve again for the Eagles. And it's, ooh, just over the net. It's a good up. It's a good up by number 14 for St. Mark's, but it is the Eagles' point.
Lacey's been doing really well this match, number 14 for St. Mark's.
It's a good serve. Good up by number 14. Ooh, just over. It's the St. Mark's point. That was a good over.
Good hustle, though, by Natalie. Score is 12-6. Eagles have the lead.
Catalina is back to serve for St. Mark's. Ball's over. Oh, good up. That was a good tip by number 14 for St. Mark's. It is the St. Mark's point.
Score is now 12-7.
Catalina's back to serve again, and she just misses her serve. That is an Eagles point.
I feel like if that would have gone over, though, it would have been an ace.
For sure. Number 6, back to serve for the Eagles. Number 11 goes in for the hit, and it's in. It's a kill for number 14.
Score is 13-8 Eagles.
Substitution, number 15 in for 13. This is number 11 back to serve for St. Mark's. Ball is just over in 29, passes it over the net. It's a free ball by number 8. It's a free ball from 20, and it hits the ceiling, and it's a St. Mark's point.
Score is 13-9 Eagles.
Tessa is back to serve for St. Mark's. Oh, and she serves it under the net. It's an Eagles point.
Score is now 14-9 Eagles.
Ariel is back to serve for our Fort Bend Eagles.
She's had a couple runs serving so far.
Yeah. Oh. She misses her serve. That is a St. Mark's point. There's a substitution, number 12 in for number 6. And then number 14 in for number 20 for the Eagles.
Score is now 14-10. St. Mark's making a comeback here.
Lacey for St. Mark's is serving. She serves it just out, and that is a Eagles point.
Score is 15-10 Eagles.
Natalie's back to serve for the Eagles, and she serves it out, and that is a St. Mark's point.
Score is 15-11. Eagles still taking the lead.
Number 9, Liliana is back to serve. She tosses it up and lets it drop. She gets another chance. It's in, but it's a foot fault. So this is an Eagles point.
They've had 2 over there so far. Score is 16-11 Eagles.
Peyton is serving for the Fort Bend Eagles.
Lots of substitutions here for the Eagles.
Number 28 in for 11. And then 20 in for number 14. Peyton is back to serve. This ball is over and in. Number 14 passes it up. Great job getting there by number 7. Number 8 just hits it out. That was a good.
It was a great set by number 7. Score is 17-11.
Peyton is back to serve again. Ooh, short. That was a good serve. Great short
Ace.
serve by number 15.
Great serve by Peyton.
Peyton serving again. Oh,
Forgot to let
watch
the ref blow the whistle.
It's okay. Happens all the time. Serve. She serves it over and in. Another short serve. Great set by number 7. And
it's in.
St. Mark's kill. It's a kill by number 8.
Just tipped off the net and onto the floor, find a hole. Score is 18-12 Eagles. Number 7 about to serve.
Allie is serving for St. Mark's. This ball is over and short. Oh, it's an ace for number 7, Allie.
Good hustle by number 15, Peyton, though.
It's a timeout. It's timeout, Eagles.
They're doing well this game so far. I've never watched a junior high game before, but they're doing pretty good, keeping the lead
The
here.
Eagles are winning 18-13.
St. Mark's is putting in a good fight, though.
They've started on a comeback. Number 7 misses her serve.
Score is
It's a
19-13.
good timeout call by the Eagles. Number 10, Ella is back to serve for the Eagles. It's a lineup check for the Eagles, making sure they have the correct server.
So if they don't have the correct lineup here, they could get a point called on them, and the other team will get a point. That's why lots of coaches tend to check before they serve.
And we're all good. Ella's back to serve for the Eagles. Oh, good serve by Ella. And
Ooh, and it's
just
in!
over by number 20, Ariel.
Ella getting pumped up, ready to serve. Score is 20-13, Lady Eagles.
Ella's back to serve again for the Eagles. Good serve by Ella.
Great hustle.
Free ball by number 11, Tessa. So free by number 8. Ooh. Number Peyton passes it just a little far to her right.
Great runs by both teams, though. Score is 20-14, Eagles.
Maddie is back to serve for St. Mark's. Good up by Peyton. Ooh.
Looks like she was in the
Looks
net.
like the Eagles were in the net, so it's a lost point for the Eagles. St. Mark's gets the point. That was a good try.
Score is 20-15.
Maddie is back to serve for St. Mark's. This ball is over and in.
Great
Good
up.
pass up. Oh, get there. Aw. Good try by Natalie, but she doesn't quite get there. This is St. Mark's point.
Score is 20-16.
This ball is over and in by Maddie, and oh, so good up by number 11, and it's a free ball by Kate.
Just finds a hole in the
Yes.
Eagles side.
St. Mark's is making a comeback right now. The score is 20-17. Maddie's back to serve again, and this ball is over and in. Number 28 passes it over. And
Great save by Lacey, and it's over and
just
in.
over.
Score is 20-18.
Maddie is back to serve again for St. Mark's.
This is like her 4th time now.
This ball is over and in.
Great
Good
hustle.
up by Ella. Ooh. The Eagles lose the point again.
Score is 20-19, and the Lady Eagles take a timeout. Lacey, number 14 for St. Mark's, is really catching my eye this game. She's doing a great job hustling on the court.
Yes.
This game is close here.
See if the Eagles can keep their run, keep it going.
Tune in at 5:30 to watch the gold team play. Should be a good match.
Yes, and the Eagles varsity team is coming to watch them play.
Do you want us to say something in the mic? Score is 2019. St.
Maddie
Mark's
is
serving.
back to serve for St. Mark's again. This ball's over and in. Oh, and it's an ace for Maddie. And the score is now 20-20. Number 6 is going in for number 12. This is Divine is now in.
Score is tied. It's getting intense in here.
Maddie is back to serve again. This ball's over and in. She has some good serves. Oh, great up.
Great hustle on the Eagles side.
That was a good up by Ariel, but
And St. Mark's take the lead, 21-20.
Maddie's back to serve again. And this ball's high, and number 6 passes it over. Ooh!
Great hustle.
Great hustle! That was a great hustle by Maddie. That is an Eagles point, though.
Score is tied again, 21-21.
Kate is going in for Emily. It's a good serve by Kate. And it's a free ball over. Good up by Kate. Ooh, it's just out. It's a good try.
Looks like they're getting a little tense on the court. It's 22-21 St. Mark's.
Catalina is back to serve for St. Mark's. It's a good serve. Number 6 passes it over. Ooh. Oh, it's a good try by Divine, but she doesn't quite get it.
Score is 23-21 St. Mark's.
Catalina's back to serve again. And this ball is short, but it was a good serve.
Great
Ooh.
up by Natalie.
Good over by Ariel, and this is, oh, it was a short pass. Ariel doesn't quite get there.
Game point for St. Mark's, 24-21.
See if I can finish this. Catalina is back to serve for St. Mark's. It's a good serve. Oh, and number 20 tries to hit it over, but she doesn't get it over.
And that's the end of the first match. We're going to take a break here.
serve back.
Eagles with the serve. Ella's getting pumped, ready to serve.
It's a lineup check right now going on. The Eagles are good.
Ella serving up and over. Great serve. Set by number 7, Allie.
Good up. Oh,
Great hustle by the Eagles.
And the score is now 1-0 St. Mark's.
Tessa back to serve for St. Mark's. This ball is over and in, passed by Sarah Kate.
Oh, in. That's a point, Eagles. It is now 1-1. It's all tied up.
Sarah Kate back to serve.
She's ready.
Great serve. Passed by number 9, Liliana.
Ooh, good up by number 2.
And just a little off. We're good, though.
It was St. Mark's point, so it's now 2-1 St. Mark's.
Lacey, number 14, back to serve for St. Mark's. And it is over and in.
Oh, that's an ace
She finds a hole there.
for Lacey.
Lacey, number 14, back to serve again.
Score is now 3-1 St. Mark's.
This ball is over and in.
Oh.
Great hustle by Ariel, or not Ariel, my bad. Renata. Emily, my bad.
Emily passes it out. It was a good try. It is now 4-1 St. Mark's.
Lacey back to serve.
See if she can stay on her run. I think she's had 2 runs now this game.
Great hustle by Ella.
It's a great hustle, but the Eagles lose the point. It is now 5-1 St. Mark's.
Lacey back to serve for St. Mark's. This ball is just low.
Lacey has had quite a few runs this game. And that score is now 5-2 Fort Bend Eagles.
Ariel back to serve for the Eagles. This ball is over, but out.
That was a good try. The score is now 6-2 St. Mark's. St. Mark's is back to serve.
Liliana back to serve for St. Mark's.
Looks like there's a sub.
Number 6, Divine going in for Ariel. Liliana with the serve. It's good. She'll try again here.
This ball is
short
That
for
is
Liliana.
an Eagles point. It's 6-3 St. Mark's.
Peyton back to serve for the Lady Eagles.
Let's see. Oh,
Just short.
this is a good try. It is now 7-3 St. Mark's. St. Mark's point.
The setter, number 7, Allie, is back to serve for St. Mark's. And it's over and in.
Oh, it's an
Just
ace.
finding the hole.
That is an ace. For
Great hustle by
Allie.
Divine.
It is
Allie back to serve. And it's over and in. Pass by Renata, set by Ellen, hit by Renata. Great save by Allie, but it's short.
That is
by
an Eagles
Tessa.
point. It is now 8-4 St. Mark's. Looks like there's another sub.
Kate coming in for Emily. She's serving. And it's over and in.
Oh.
Oh, just over the net. Great
That is
hustle
a
by Sarah
point.
Kate.
That is a point for St. Mark's. It is now 9 for St. Mark's.
Maddie back to serve for St. Mark's.
St. Mark's has gone on quite a few runs this game.
It's over and in,
that
barely.
Is an ace.
Hit the tape.
That is an ace for Maddie.
Maddie back to serve for a second time.
The score is 10 for St. Mark's.
And it's over and in. Great serve.
It's a high pass. It is out. The score is now 11 for St. Mark's.
Great hustle by Peyton, though. Maddie back to serve for St. Mark's. And this ball is over and in.
That was a great serve. That was a great serve by Maddie, and it's an ace. The score is now 12 for St. Mark's. This is a big lead here for St. Mark's. Let's see if they can keep it.
Maddie's fourth time here. And it's over and in. Great up by Peyton. Pass by Peyton, number 9 to Lacey. And, oh, Allie barely missed it over.
That is a Eagles point. It is now 12-5 St. Mark's. This is some more subs for the Eagles.
Natalie going in for Renata, and looks like Ariel going in for Divine. Natalie back to serve. It's like number 10 went in for number 9 for St. Mark's. Natalie's ball is just short.
It's a good try. That is a St. Mark's point, and the score is now 13-5 St. Mark's.
Catalina back to serve for St. Mark's.
This ball is
just
that was a good
over.
serve.
Pass back
Good hustle
by Allie.
That was a great hustle by Allie.
Oh, just a little miscommunication there.
That was a great hustle by both teams, but that is St. Mark's point. The score is now 14-5.
Catalina back to serve again. And it's in. Pass by Ariel.
She had some good short serves.
Oh.
Ooh. That was, they had 4 contacts, so that is a Eagles point.
Looks like it just went right between the hands of Allie.
The score's
And Ella back to serve for the Eagles. And it's over and in. Great up by Allie, set by Lacey, and just short by Allie.
That is a Fort Bend Eagles point. The score is now 14-7 St. Mark's.
Ella back to serve for the Lady Eagles. And it's
Great
over.
serve.
Pass by Lacey. And over by Maddie.
Oh! Miscommunication there. That is a St. Mark's point. They just need to communicate a little bit more. That was a good up.
We have a new server here. Looks like Tessa will be serving for St. Mark.
The score is 15-7 St. Mark's.
And it's over.
Aw. There's another, they're trying to hit it, but didn't quite get it. It is a timeout Eagles. The score is now 16-7.
St. Mark's has the lead, 16-7 for this game, and they won the first set. Don't forget to tune in after this game at 5:30 to watch the gold team play St. Mark's.
If St. Mark's wins this match, they win the entire game.
Next week, Tuesday, tune in to watch the varsity team play LSA, their rival match.
That should be a good game. It is also senior night
Yes.
for the Eagles, so should be exciting. varsity Eagles have had a great start to their season. We're excited to see what's going to happen. Looks like we're getting back on the court.
Number 11, Tessa, back to serve for St. Mark's.
Score is 16-7.
And it's over and in, pass by Ariel. Pass by Lacey, set by Allie, and just short by Lacey.
That is a Eagles point. The score is now 16-8.
Sarah Kate, just short. Point St. Mark's.
That is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 17-8 St. Mark's.
Lacey, number 14, back to serve. But before that, there will be a substitution. Sienna in for Sarah Kate. Lacey's serve is over and in, just short from Ella. Good hustle, though.
Ace. The score is now 17-8. 18-8, my bad. I knew it was like.
Lacey back to serve. And it's out.
That is a Eagles point. The score is now 18-9 St. Mark's. This is another sub.
Divine in for Ariel. She's
Eagles.
Going back to serve.
Ooh, this is.
And it's
just
short.
That is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 19-9 St. Mark's.
Allie back to serve. My mistake.
Well, it's a little.
Cerna back to serve for St. Mark's. And it's short.
That is a Eagles point. The score is now 19-10 St. Mark's.
Peyton back to serve. And it's over. Natalie,
miscommunication for the Eagles. That is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 20-10 St. Mark's.
Substitution here.
For St. Mark's.
Maddie in for Cerna. And Allie is going to be our server for St. Mark's. This ball is over and in. Passed by Sarah Kate. Good hustle by Allie, and it is over and in.
Ooh, that's a great
hustle. And just out.
That was a great hustle by both teams, but it ends up being a St. Mark's point. The score is now 21-10 St. Mark's. That was a good rally by both teams. Great hustling. It was another sub for the Eagles.
Allie's serve is out.
That was just out. That is an Eagles point. The score is now 21-11 St. Mark's.
Addison came in for Peyton. This ball is in.
That was a great serve by number 11, Kate. The score is now 21-12 St. Mark's. Ooh, this is just short. That is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 22-12.
Maddie back to serve for St. Mark's. And it's passed by Addison.
That was a good try by both.
Sienna and Divine.
That is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 23-12 St. Mark's.
Maddie with the serve, and it is in. Great hustle by Addison.
Oh. The score is now 24-12. This is game point for St. Mark's.
Maddie back with the serve. This ball's over
That was
and
a
in.
great serve. Aw.
Great hustle by Natalie.
This final score was 25-12 St. Mark's. St. Mark's wins the match. Thank you for tuning in to Eagles on the Air broadcast. Stay tuned at 5:30 for the gold team.
What do I say?
Warn us. Warn us. I was like talking.
Welcome to the Eagles on the Air broadcast. Today is against St. Mark's and your Fort Bend Eagles.
For St. Mark's, we have number 1, Vanessa, number 2, Kate, number 3, Brooke, number 4, Catherine, number 5, Paige, number 6, Annie, number 7, Mia, number 8, Nina, number 9, Felina, number 12, Adriana, number 14, Avery, number 17, Katarina, and number 31, the libero. For our gold Fort Bend Eagles team, we have number 18, Bailey, number 9, Reagan, number 17, Salone, number 22, Ava, number 25, Amber, number 24, Reese, number 16, Lena, number 27, Lacey, number 21, Olivia,
Are they both up?
and number 19, Ashley.
Okay. Katarina for St. Mark's is back to serve. Waiting for a wave. Katarina back to serve.
Alrighty.
And this ball is short.
That is a Fort Bend Eagles point. The score is now 1-0 Fort Bend Eagles.
Lena back to serve for the Eagles. And this ball is over and in. Great save. Reese with the bump and over and out
That ball is out for the Eagles.
by Olivia.
That is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 1-1. St. Mark's is back to serve.
Mia back to serve. This ball is over and in.
It was an overpass by Reese.
In the net.
The Eagles were in the net on that point, so that is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 2-1 St. Mark's.
Mia back to serve again. This ball is over and in. Pass by Ava and over by Paulina. And it's over and in. And a dump. Picked up by Lacey.
Ooh, that was a good shot. That was a great shot by Ava. The score is now 2-2. Fort Bend Eagles now serving.
Little miscommunication on St. Mark's side. Libero coming in to serve for number 21, Olivia. Number 1 serving, and it's over and in. Picked up by Lacey, passed by Paulina, and over and in. Great pickup. Great save by Reese.
And
Great hustle by both
that
sides.
is a Fort Bend Eagles point. That was a great hustle. And the score is now 3-2 Eagles.
Number 1 back to serve again for the Eagles. And
The ref did not blow the whistle, so we're getting a reserve for number 1.
number 1 doesn't have a name on here. Number 1. Over and in.
Ooh, that is
Something.
the refs are going to talk. We'll figure out soon what it was.
what they say.
I think they're going to do a replay maybe?
And it's the Eagles' point.
I don't really know what happened there. It was
Ashley, the libero, back to serve.
the score is now 4-2 Eagles.
And her ball is
That
over and
That
in.
was a great serve by Ashley. This is deep.
And it's in.
That was a good
Set by Reese. And over by Ava. Avery sends it over, and Paulina sets up Reese, and she sends it over. Pass by Lacey, set by Paulina, and just a little too tight on the net.
Too tight. So that is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 4-3 Eagles. St. Mark's back to serve.
Brooke back to serve for St. Mark's. Great hustle by Lacey. And it's over. Passed by Ashley and sent over by Lena.
It's a good roll shot.
Sent over by Ava. Set up. Number 17.
That is a Eagles
Katarina
point.
sends it
The
out.
score is now 5-3 Eagles.
Ava back to serve for the Lady Eagles. And this ball is over
That was a
and
great
in.
serve.
Great hustle by Avery.
Ooh,
And just a little miscommunication there.
just missed it getting over the net. That's an Eagles point. The score is now 6-3 Eagles.
Ava's serve. And this ball is over and in. Ace.
Ace by
Ava.
It's an ace by Ava. That was a great serve. The score is now 7-3 Eagles.
Her third time serving here. And this ball is over and in.
Good up by number 17.
Great hustle
hustle
by
by
Ava.
That was a great hustle by Ava, but that is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 7-4 Eagles.
Avery back to serve for St. Mark's. And this ball is over and in.
Great hustle. Wow. Just didn't quite get there. That is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 7-5. St. Mark's are on a comeback.
Avery serve again. And this ball is over and in. Pass by Olivia.
That was a good
Set
job
up by
there.
Lena and just out by Reese Heflin.
The score is now 7-6 Eagles. The Eagles need to side out right here. Number 14's on a run.
Avery's third serve. And this ball is over and in. Pass by Olivia. Set up by Lena and hit by Reese Heflin. It's up again by Lena. Set by Reese. Goes up and
Yes,
blocks.
Great block
Lacey
by
with the
Lacey.
block.
That was a great job by Lacey. The score is now 8-6 Eagles. The Eagles side out.
She really got up there.
Yes, she did.
Reese Heflin with the serve. And this ball is over and in. Great hustle
Yes.
by St. Mark's.
That was a great hustle by St. Mark's. The Eagles get the point. The score is now 9-6 Eagles.
Reese with the serve again. And his ball is over and in. Set up and bumped over. Great hustle by Olivia and Ashley.
was
Reese
a
with the
great
ball
hustle.
over. Set up by Mia and smacked by Katarina, but it is out.
That is a Eagles point. The score is now 10-6 Eagles.
Reese Heflin with the third serve in a row. And this ball is over and in. Passed up by Brooke and hit over by Mia. Olivia passes the ball.
Ooh, just a little.
She tried to tip it over.
Didn't quite get it. She would have gotten over. It would have been a good ball. That's a St. Mark's point. The score is now 10-7.
Paulina back to serve for St. Mark's. And this ball is over and in. Passed by Lacey. Set up by Reese. And smacked by Amber. And Lacey with the block.
That is a Eagles point. The score is now 11-7. Fort Bend Eagles.
Amber back to serve for the Eagles. And this ball is over and in. Passed by Mia. Set up by Paulina and smacked by Katarina.
That was a great up by Amber, but into the net. That is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 11-8.
Number 31, the libero for St. Mark's, is ready to serve. And this ball is over and in. Passed by Lacey. Beautiful set by Reese. And smacked down by Lacey.
That's a kill for Lacey. That was awesome. The score is now 12-8 Eagles. That was a great pass set kill there.
22 comes in for the libero, and Reagan came in for Amber, and looks like Bailey is coming in for Olivia.
A couple subs there for the Eagles.
Lacey back to serve for the Eagles, and this ball is over and in. Hit by Avery.
That was a great spot by Avery. The score is now 12-9 Eagles. St. Mark's back to serve.
Katarina back to serve again. And this ball is short.
That is a Eagles point. The score is now 13-9 Eagles.
Timeout for St. Mark's.
Timeout taken by St. Mark's.
Both teams here have just really been hustling really hard this game.
Yes, there's been some good rallies.
Don't forget to tune in tomorrow to watch the football team play against the Woodlands Christian at 7. Should be a good game.
And also Tuesday at 6:30 for the varsity volleyball match against LSA. That should be a good game.
Lena back to serve for the Fort Bend Eagles.
The ref is talking to the line judges right now.
Number 16, Lena, back with the serve.
The score is 13-9 Eagles.
And this ball is over and in. Passed by Mia.
Ooh, that was
tipped over.
That was a great up by Ava. Great tip over by Ava. That is a Eagles point. The score is now 14-9 Eagles.
Lena back to score again. And this ball is over and in. Passed up by Katarina.
Ooh.
Little miscommunication, but great hustle by Avery.
That was a little miscommunication there, but that was a great hustle. That is a Eagles point. The score is now 15-9 Eagles.
Lena with her third serve in a row. This ball is over and in.
That was a good
Set up by Katarina. And sent over by Mia.
Oh, that was a good hustle by Ava, but she doesn't get there. That is a St. Mark's point. The score is 15-10. St. Mark's back to serve.
Looks like Mia is going back to serve for St. Mark's. And this ball is over and in. Passed by Reese Heflin. Set up by Lena and sent over by Reese. Avery with the pass and sent over by Mia.
Just a miscommunication there. That is a kill by Mia.
Seemed to find a little hole there.
Yes, the score is now 15-11 Eagles. St. Mark's back to serve again.
Number 7, Mia with the serve. And this ball is over and in.
Ooh,
great hustle by Ashley.
It's a great hustle by the libero there.
And it's over and in for St. Mark's.
St. Mark's just found a spot on the Eagles court there. The score is now 15-12 St. Mark's. St. Mark's is making a comeback, so that is a timeout Eagles. The score is 15-12.
JV also plays
On Tuesday.
on Tuesday for volleyball.
Their game
Tune
is
in.
at 5:30?
5, I believe,
5.
against LSA.
Yes.
Tune in if you can't make it. It should be a good match.
The Eagles are doing a great job at communicating and getting the ball over the net.
Number 7, Mia, back to serve for St. Mark's.
The score is 15-12 Eagles.
This ball is over and in. Passed up by Reagan, set by Ashley, and sent over by Lena.
Oh,
Smacked by
great-
number 22.
that was a great job by Ava getting the ball over the net. That is a Eagles point. The score is now 16-12 Eagles.
And Olivia comes in for Ashley and then goes back in for Bailey to serve. This
Okay.
ball is over and in. Passed up by Avery, set up by Mia, and hit back down.
Oh, great hustle!
Great hustle.
That was a great hustle
And
by
just
Olivia,
short.
but just short. That is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 16-13. Well, it looks like the Eagles were out of rotation, maybe? They're just doing a lineup check, I think. There's some subs up there for St. Mark's.
Adriana is going in for Brooke. Looks like the varsity players just came in to watch them play.
This is a great support system by the Eagles.
Yes.
The Eagles on their day off are coming to support the younger ones.
And number 12, Adriana back to serve for St. Mark's. And this serve is over and in. Passed up by Ashley. Set by Mia and sent over.
Just short.
Didn't get over by
It was
Annie.
just short. The score is now 17-13 Fort Bend Eagles.
Great try by St. Mark's, though.
This is a
Looks like
Eagles
Ava
serve.
is going back to serve. And this ball is over and in. Great up by
Great up.
Avery. Set up by Mia and sent over
It's a good
by
up by
Paulina.
Ashley.
And rolled over by Lacey. This ball's hit by
Ooh.
Katarina, and it is in.
Katarina just found a good spot on the court that the Eagles were not at. It was a good hustle by all. The score is now 17-14 Fort Bend. St. Mark's is back to serve.
Avery with the serve. And this ball is over and in. Passed over by Amber, and it
that
is
is-
in.
That is a point for the Eagles. The score is now 18-14 Eagles.
Reese Heflin back to serve. And this ball is over and in. Passed up by Brooks, set by Mia, and just out.
It was a good try by St. Mark's. So that is an Eagles point. The score is now 19-14 Eagles.
Reese back with the serve again. And this ball is in. Passed up by Bailey, set up by Reese, and tipped over by Lacey, and it is in.
That was a great roll shot by Lacey. That is an Eagles point. The score is now 20-14 Eagles. Reese back to serve again.
Reese Heflin's third time in a row serving. And this ball is over and in. Passed up by Brooks, set up by and over.
Reese passes it up.
Lena, and with the hit from Reese, and
It's
it
a
is
kill!
in.
That is a kill by Reese, and that is a Fort Bend Eagles point. The score is now 21-14.
Reese Heflin with the serve again for the Fort Bend Eagles. And this is over and in. Passed up by Brooks, set up by Mia, and hit by Avery. Great up by Ashley.
This is a
And
roll
it's
shot.
over and in. Sent over by Paulina. Reese with the set, and Lacey over and in. Mia to Katarina. Great save by Lena. Over
Ooh.
by Lacey. Over again.
Lacey's doing a
Oh,
that is a point, St. Mark's. Lacey's doing a really good job getting up on the net this game.
yes.
The score's-
Great run for both teams.
The score is now 21-15 Eagles.
Number 9, Paulina, back with the serve for St. Mark's. And this ball is over and in. Passed up by Lena. Great up by Bailey and sent over by Lacey.
Oh.
Straight back over by Katarina, and it is in.
That was a good read by Katarina, getting that ball straight over the net, finding the hole on the court. The score is now 21-16 Eagles.
Paulina back with the serve. And it's over and in.
And that's
Ace.
That's an ace for
Paulina.
That is now 21-17 Eagles.
Number 9, Paulina, back with the serve for her third time. And this ball is over and in, passed up by Bailey. Set up by Reese and tipped over by Lacey.
That was a good spot by Lacey.
Tipped over by Katarina.
And that is
And
out.
it's out.
So that is a Fort Bend Eagles point. The score is now 22-17 Eagles.
It was a
Eagles-
great spot by Katarina.
was.
It looked close.
It definitely did look close. Eagles are back to serve.
Amber with the serve, over and in.
That was a great deep serve.
Sent into the net by Paulina.
That was a good try. The score is now 23-17 the Eagles.
Amber back to serve again for the Eagles. And this ball is over and
That was
in.
a great serve.
Great hustle by St. Mark's.
That was a great serve by Amber. The score is now 24-17. This is game point for the Eagles.
Amber with her third time serving. And this ball is over and in. Set up by Paulina and smacked by Katarina. Reese with the set and Lacey. Passed up, set up, over.
Lacey's doing a great job getting up on the net this game.
Katarina. And Lacey with the set up. Lacey with the roll. Avery saves the ball and they send it over. Great hustle by Amber.
It was a great
Set
hustle.
up by Mia and over by Katarina.
It was a good up by Reese.
Set up by Bailey and sent over by Reese. Mia sets the ball to Katarina and great up by Ashley. Great save by
That was a
Lena.
Great save by Lena.
And
Some
this ball
miscommunication there.
is over by Katarina. Bailey with the, and Amber with the hit. Mia with the setup. Katarina with the hit. Ashley goes up, sets up, and boom!
Yes!
But it is
Aw,
out.
That was a great run for both teams, but
St. Mark's point there.
the Eagles
Oh, looks like someone
Just-
got hurt.
the Eagles just hit it out. Looks like
Number 9, Paulina, I believe, with ankle or knee injury.
So that means the St. Mark's called a timeout for this injury.
Looks like it's going to be her knee. Taking a look at it right now. We're going to let them take a break. We'll be back in just a minute.
I gotta look good.
Looks like she's going to be getting some ice.
This will be game point for the Eagles. The score is 24-18.
Looks like number 2, Kate, will come in for number 9, Paulina, who is currently not able to get up from the bench. But number 31, the libero for St. Mark's, is back to serve.
The Eagles side out here. They win this set. Oh, they're doing a libero, a lineup check right now, I believe.
Good thing. If they did not get this checked and they were out of system, it would be point Eagles. Just making sure everything's right here.
Those are varsity Eagles. And I think they're still checking the lineup here.
Just want to make sure everything's correct before we get going. And number 31, libero with the serve.
Game point
And
for the Eagles.
it's over and in, passed up by Lacey, set by Reese, over the net,
Oh.
hit by Catalina, but good save by Reese. Set by Mia and over by number 31. Reese. And, just short of the net by Ashley.
It was just short. The score is 24-19, still game point for the Eagles. St. Mark's back to serve again.
Number 31, the libero, ready for the serve. And this ball is over and in, passed up by Bailey, set by Lena and hit over by Lacey. Set by Mia and over by Katarina.
Ooh, great up.
Tipped over by Lacey, and
that's
it
a
is in!
kill. That's a kill for Lacey, and Fort Bend Eagles win that set 25-19.
Great run by both teams, just giving all effort.
Yes. It was great work.
I noticed that St. Mark's is having to wear their mask during the matches.
St. Mark's and Eagles, they're both wearing them.
Yes. Must be very hard.
my.
We'll be back in just a little for the second set. And we're back. Number 16, Lena, ready to serve.
Alrighty.
And this ball is just short of the net.
That was just short. That is a St. Mark's point. The score is 1-0 St. Mark's.
Looks like Mia for St. Mark's is going back to serve. And this ball is over and in. Sent back over. Set up by Avery and hit over.
Ooh.
Great hustle by Olivia.
That was a good try by Olivia, but just missed it. That is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 2-0 St. Mark's.
Mia with the serve over and in. Over by Lena. Set up and tipped over by Katarina. Set up by Mia. Hit again. Great up by Reagan
Good hustle
and
by
sent
Lucy.
over by Olivia. Great hustle by both teams.
That is a point Eagles. The score is now 2-1 St. Mark's.
Olivia back to serve.
This is a sub for the Eagles. I think it's 25 for 9.
And this ball's over and in. Passed up and sent over by Mia. Sent straight back over. And
That
over by
That was a
Katarina.
good hustle by St. Mark's.
Up by Olivia. Up by Lacey. And just under by Ava.
It was a tough hit to get there. The score is now 3-1 St. Mark's.
Number 3, Brooke, back to serve for St. Mark's. And no. This ball is over and in.
Ooh, great hustle.
Pass straight back to the back wall by
That
Amber.
was a good hustle by Amber. That is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 4-1. St. Mark's has started off he's had a good start to this set.
Brooke with the serve over and in. Passed up. Set by Reese and over by Ava.
Well,
and it is in.
That was a great spot by Ava. That was a good way to find room on the court to put the ball. So point Eagles. Score is now 4-2.
Ava with the serve. And this ball is over and in. Going up by Lacey, and it's over and in.
That is a point Eagles. The score is now 4-3 St. Mark's.
Ava with the serve. And this ball is over and in.
Ooh, that was a great serve.
hustle, and it's over. Point St. Mark's. Great hustle by them.
That was a great hustle by both teams there. The score is now 5-3 St. Mark's. St. Mark's is now back to serve.
Number 14, Avery, back to serve for St. Mark's. Passed up by Reese. Great hustle by Lacey and sent over by Amber.
That was a good hustle by the Eagles on that play. Ooh.
And great hustle by Mia, but not over.
That was a great hustle by both teams there. The score is now 5-4 St. Mark's.
Reese Heflin back to serve. And this ball is over and in. Passed up by Brooke. Set by Mia and sent over by Katarina. Ashley with the pass, set, and over by Lacey.
Lacey's doing a good job on getting on top of the ball.
With the hit over. Reese with the set and tipped by Lacey.
Great move there by Lacey to tip the ball. That is a timeout St. Mark's. The score is 5-5.
Lacey is on fire this game.
She is. She's doing a great job finding where to put the ball on the court to get her team the point.
This game's pretty intense, and it's only 5-5. And we're back. Reese Heflin getting the ball to serve.
Score is 5-5. It's all tied up here.
And this ball is over and in. Over by Amber. Set up by Mia and smacked out by Katarina.
It was just out by Katarina. The score is now 6-5 Eagles.
Reese Heflin with her fourth serve. It's over and in.
That's out.
It looked like it was out.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was outside of the antenna for St. Mark's. So that is a Eagles point. Now the score is 7-5 Eagles.
Reese Heflin is on a roll here, her fifth serve in a row.
There's Reese Heflin with the serve. And that is a point Eagles. The score is now 8-5.
Reese Heflin back with the serve. And it's
Oh,
over
that's
and
an ace
in.
for Reese. She's on a great run right now. That is Eagles point. The score is now 9-5 Eagles.
Reese Heflin back with the serve. And it's over and in.
That's a great spot on that.
Up by Lacey.
And Lacey's doing a great job getting up on the net this game. The score is now 10-5 Eagles.
Number 24, Reese Heflin, back again to serve. And it's over and in, passed up by Brooke.
Oh, that was a good hustle by St. Mark's, but they didn't quite get there. That is a point Eagles. The score is now 11-5.
Great hustle by Annie and Kate. Reese Heflin back to serve again.
She's on a run right now.
And it's over and in, passed up by Brooke,
And
smacked
there
down by
goes
Lacey.
Lacey up again with the kill. The score is now 12-5 Eagles. Dang, Lacey's doing so good this game.
Reese Heflin back at it again. And it's over and in
It's a good serve. Oh, that was a good try
by
by
Amber.
Amber, but she didn't quite get up there. The score is now, that is a point St. Mark's. The score is now 12-6 Eagles.
Looks like the libero, number 31, is going back to serve. Gonna try to catch her team back up. Looks like the score might be wrong.
No, I think the score's right.
Okay, just checking then. Number 31, ready to serve. And this ball is over and in. Passed up by Lacey. Set by, over by Reese. Set up by Mia and smacked by Catalina.
It was out. Oh.
But she called it
That's
in. It was close. It could have gone either way.
That was in, so it's a St. Mark's point. The score is now 12-7 Eagles.
Number 31 back to serve again. And this ball is over and in. Passed up
Good
by
hustle.
Lena.
Great
hustle by Amber and Reese.
That is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 12-8 Eagles. St. Mark's is trying to come back here.
The libero, number 31, with the serve. And it's over and in. Passed up by Lena. Set by Reese to Lacey, and it's down.
That is another kill by Lacey. The score is now 13-8 Eagles. Eagles back to serve.
Number 25, Amber, ready to serve. And it's over and in. Passed up by Brooke. Saved by Mia.
And that's 4.
4 hits.
That's 4 touches for St. Mark's. That is a Eagles point. The score is now 14-8 Eagles.
Amber back with the serve. This ball is over and in. Passed up by Catalina.
Ooh, that's all right. It's out by the Eagles. That is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 14-9 Eagles.
Some substitutions here. Reagan coming in. Bailey coming in for Olivia. And Reagan coming in for Amber. With the serve, it's in. Lacey saves it. Over by Catalina.
Ooh,
saved by
hustle.
Ashley and back down. Great tip by Lacey. Over. And it's out.
I would say great hustle by both teams during that rally. The score, that is a point Eagles. The score is now 15-9 Eagles. It's a great job by Lacey getting up on the net for those 2-point balls.
Yes, Lacey with the serve. Over and in. Shank.
Shank. That is a point Eagles. The score is now 16-9 Eagles.
Great serve by Lacey. She comes back to serve again. Ready to serve, and it's over and in. Mia with the set, and Avery hits the ball.
Oh, good up by Reese.
Lena with the set. And Ava not being able to make it over.
And the score, that is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 16-10 Eagles.
Sloan, or my bad. Katarina back with the serve. And it's over and in. Passed up by Reagan, set by Reese. And over by Ava. Point Eagles.
So now it's 17-10 Eagles.
Number 16, Lena, back to serve. And this ball is over and in. Up by Catalina.
This is tipped
Set over by Mia, up by Lacey. Lena with the set. And over by Ava.
Yes,
point Eagles.
That's a point Eagles. The score is now 18-10 Eagles.
Lena back with the serve. And this ball is over and in. Passed up. Saved by the libero. And over by Brooke. Reagan with the great pass. And over by Bailey. Set up by Mia. Over by Avery. Lacey with the pass. Lena with the set. Over by Reese. Set by Mia. And over by Brooke. Great save by Lena. Up by Bailey. Over by Ava. And it's out.
That's just out for the Eagles. That is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 18-11 Eagles.
Number 7 over with the serve. Straight over by Ava. Set by Mia. And over. Great save.
Great save by Reese. That was a great
hustle.
serve. And that is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 18-12 Eagles.
Mia back with the serve. And it's over and in. Passed by Lacey. Up by Lena. And over by Ava.
Nice. That was a good hustle.
Point Eagles.
That was a good hustle by Avery to try to get that ball out of the net, but that is a point Eagles. The score is now 19-12 Eagles. It looks like a sub for the Eagles going on now.
Ashley is coming in for Lacey. And number 18, Bailey, back with the serve. And this ball is over and in. Set up by Mia. Hit by Lacey. Great up by Ashley. Set by Ava. Over by Reese. Set up. Tipped over by Avery. Great save. Up. And over by Lena. Libero to Mia. And over by Brooke. Ashley's pass over.
Ooh, and it's
just
out. That is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 19-13 Eagles.
Substitution for the Eagles. Number 21, Olivia, going in for Bailey.
There's also a sub over there for St. Mark's, too.
Adriana going in for Brooke. And Adriana is going back to serve. And this serve is over and in. set up and over by Reese. Katarina over by Avery, set up by Reese, and over by Ava. Avery with the set,
It's a long
up
rally
by
here.
Olivia, over by Ava, over by Amber.
Ooh, that's a
Great save,
Go.
and it's over. Lena,
Oh, they just missed that there.
great
It's like-
run by St.
It's
Mark's.
a great try by both teams there. The score is now 19-14 Eagles. St. Mark's is on a run right now.
Number 12, Adriana, back with the serve. And this ball is just short from the net.
That is
And-
a Eagles point. The score is now 20-14 Eagles.
Brooke going back in for Adriana, and this is Ava's serve. It's up and over. Passed up by Katarina, and over by Katarina.
Ooh. Is that a block? Or was
It was
it
close.
tape? It's a close one. That is the Eagles point. The score is now 21-14 Eagles.
Ava back with the serve. And this ball is over and
It's a
in.
great serve.
Up by Mia. Over by Avery.
It's a great job to get that ball over the net.
And boom by Lacey. Set up by Brooke and over by Mia. Olivia with the pass and over by
It's
Reese.
a good communication there.
Up by Mia. Set over by Annie. Reese with the save, and it's over
Ooh.
into the net by Amber.
I think that was just a little bit of miscommunication there. That is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 21-15 Eagles.
Number 14, Avery, going back for the serve. And this ball is over and in. Great hustle by Olivia.
Looks like St. Mark's had a little miscommunication there on their rotation. But it's all right. Still their point. It's 21-15, 21-16 Eagles.
Avery with the serve. And this ball is over and in. Up by Reese. Over by Lena. Annie to Mia. To Katarina. Great up by Olivia.
Straight up.
Lena with the set and over by Olivia. Avery to Mia. Back to Katarina. To Olivia to Lacey.
Great
Over by
up.
Lena. Set by Mia. Sent over by Katarina. Great up.
Oh, it hits a basketball goal there.
Olivia to Lacey. Katarina. Over into the
And
net.
that's a Eagles point. The score is now 22-16 Eagles.
Reese Heflin back to serve. But before that, a substitution. Reagan going in for Amber.
It's for the Eagles. See if Reese can push them 3 points here to win the match.
And this ball is over and in. Set by Mia and over by Avery. Great hustle by Olivia.
That was a good try by Olivia, but she didn't quite get there. That is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 22-17 Eagles.
Number 2, Kate back to serve for St. Mark's. And this ball is out.
That is a Eagles point. The score is now 23-17 Eagles.
Number 9, Reagan going back to serve for the Fort Bend Eagles.
The Eagles need to push 2 points here to win this match.
This ball is over and in, passed up by Katarina. Set by Mia and over. Great up by Ashley.
Oh, that was a great hustle by both teams there. That is a St. Mark's point. The score is now 23-18 Eagles.
Number 31, the libero, is going to be serving for St. Mark's. And this ball is over and in.
Oh. That is a ace for St. Mark's. The score is now 23-19 Eagles.
The libero going to serve again.
See if the Eagles can side out here on this ball.
And the serve is over and in, passed up by Lacey, set by Reese, and roll shot over by Lena.
And that is a Eagles point. The score's out 24-19 Eagles. This is game point for Eagles. If they get this point, they win the match.
And Lacey going back for the serve. But before that, Ava's coming in for libero, number 1, Ashley. Serve is short.
Just short. It's a good try, but that scores 24-20 Eagles. This is still game point for the Eagles.
Number 17, Katarina, back to serve for St. Mark's.
The Eagles need to side out here.
And this serve is over and in.
Ooh,
Great up by
by
Lacey.
And that is a Eagles point. The Eagles win this match. The final score to that set was 25-20. Thank you for tuning in to Eagles on the Air.
Don't forget to turn in tomorrow at 7 p.m. for football against Woodlands Christian, and Tuesday for JV at 5 and varsity at 6:30. Thanks for watching.